Okay, so like I said before, or maybe I didn't say it before, but I'm saying it now that, these tests aren't, they don't really matter. I mean, it's kind of sad actually to see my body working this hard to ovulate when my follicles are under 10 still, or maybe they're at 10 now. But so it is Sunday morning, and this is second morning urine actually, and the app is giving it a 1.42. So in any other scenario, I would, think that I was, having my peak surge today and that I would ovulate tomorrow. But that's not the case. So my follicles were at a 5 and a 6 on the right, Friday. And don't know what happened to one of the follicles, but they could only find one in my left ovary, which was also at a 5. So I go in tomorrow to check the growth of my follicles, and hopefully they are above 10. She said if they're not, they're going to put me on another round of Letrozole. But I messaged her in my portal. I messaged her in my portal asking her if Letrozole screwed me up, because I've never had this type of delay in the growth of my follicles before. But then I also wonder, maybe the Letrozole is helping them grow more slowly and steadily rather than too fast and perhaps unhealthy that way. Maybe the faster they grow, the higher chance of them getting screwed up. So I don't know. So anyway, yeah, so I want to see what my follicle growth is tomorrow and go from there. Okay, it is September 5th, Tuesday, and I had my, I guess it would be my third follicle scan yesterday. So I had my baseline, and then I took the Letrozole for 5 days, starting on cycle day 2 through cycle day 6. For 5 days, Letrozole 5 milligrams total. I had my had a checkup follicle scan yesterday on Monday, and my follicles did not grow. And it's kind of weird because I started out with 2 and 2, and I know as they mature and as they grow and develop, you're going to lose some because eventually there's going to be a dominant follicle selected that's going to keep growing and growing and growing. Hopefully Letrozole will have 2 dominant follicles growing and growing side by side and release two eggs, and that would be awesome. But anyway, there was absolutely no growth in my follicles, and when I hear something like that, I'm like, oh, let's just cancel, forget it. They can't possibly stay good and be good, healthy eggs if they're not doing anything. But they don't think that, and they're like, no, let's try another round of Letrozole. So basically, yeah. So I had a scan on Friday, and then she said, let's check again Monday. So we did that. Sure enough, no growth. No growth over the weekend, and they keep going back and forth of what follicles in what ovary. But anyway, I think she said the left now has 5, 6. I think she meant the right. But either way, one ovary, whichever ovary it is, has a 5 and a 6, and then the other ovary has a 5. So they put me back on Letrozole starting yesterday, and they're going to do that Monday through Friday. And so my next appointment is this coming Friday. I believe that is September 8th. And so I will take you along for that, with me for that, of course, and let you know what happens. I hope and pray that there was major growth. And I'm having some physical symptoms of hormonal surge, if you will. not LH surge, because, oh, by the way, that was tested. They take blood every time I go in, and my LH from last week was like a 33. And if you know about ovulation tests with the digital, when you get that solid smiley face on a clear blue digital, it's because you're at least at a 40 MIU. And I'm at 33. I mean, I had a dye stealer the other day. I think I showed that. on Easy at Home because, you know, I'm positive. positive all day. You know, maybe the digital would not quite be, maybe it would be depending on how diluted or not, like how concentrated my urine would be. So, you know, I just it kind of fluctuates a little bit, you know, so, you know, my digital would be positive maybe one day and not the other, but it's just extremely high. My body is trying so hard to do stuff. And, you know, that kind of makes me sad a little bit, but that's okay. You know, this is what happens when you get older. This is just life. This is going to happen to everybody. This happens to everyone, and this is just the way it is. So I'm not going to be sad about it, but I'm just going to hopefully get one good egg to come through and, you know, get pregnant with my own child. That has always been my dream. It has always been my dream to have my own kids. And if I cannot, with everything I've tried, if I cannot, then embryo adoption will be wonderful and beautiful and great. And I'm, you know, excited for just all the things that are going to come to me this year. And I'm just excited and hopeful to add to the family. And now my estradiol was only at a 15 picograms per milliliter is how they measure that. And I actually sent her a message in the portal just now saying, is that too low? And she said, you know, I said for cycle day 12. So yesterday was cycle day 12. Normally I would be ovulating today on cycle day 13. So anyway, yesterday they're at a 5 and a 6. And she said, for this point in the cycle, yes, that is low. But on the flip side, the 15 matches the follicle size. So that's okay. So even though, you know, I'm cycle day 12 and they're small, the estrogen matches the size of the follicles. So that actually is a good thing, and that makes me feel good. Because I said, do I need an estrogen supplement? And she said, we do not want to add estrogen to your body because it can stop or interfere with the growth of the follicles. So once we get to a mature size, if your lining of your uterus is not the thickness we need, which I've seen many videos and read enough to know that it's around an 8 that is considered normal. You know, thicker could be, you know, could be better, but the average thickness they want to be an 8 millimeters. So, and I've always been told my lining has been great, and so it's thin now, but see, and I said, yeah, you know, I bled till cycle day 9, so, and I just came off of a 30-some day cycle, because like I said, I ovulated on cycle day 25. Had lining in there that, you know, was, you know, anyway, so I bled 3 days longer than I normally do. Well, that's encouraging, so I will not need an estrogen supplement. And then by the time Friday rolls around, maybe my lining will be nice and thick, and maybe I'll have a good sized follicle, and maybe we can trigger on Friday. I'm hoping for that. I'm gonna stay hopeful and excited. Anyway, all right, well that's about it for this. This is gonna end this here with this little update, and start a fresh video come Friday to let you know what is happening with this cycle. And she said, if this round of Letrozole does not work, then we are canceling this cycle, and I'm used to that. So no devastation. I mean, I was a little depressed yesterday. I won't lie to you. I was down yesterday when I left. I'm like, dang it, you know. I was not happy yesterday, but I was able to pick myself back up and have a good afternoon and have a good time, because yesterday was a holiday, so we were all home together and played out in the yard and everything, and it was fun. So, you know, just have to keep your head up and just keep pushing forward. Keep doing it, you know, just stay the course. That's what I have to do. Stay the course, keep doing it. You know, sometimes it just becomes a lifestyle. If you're trying and trying and trying, you know, this is, you know, just know that this is what you're doing now, and it's not forever, and there will be an outcome. This is the update now, and pray that Friday things have happened and that the Letrozole round 2 is working and we have a nice result. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.